AP Computer Science A. This is Unit 5, P5D preview for P5D and adding some stuff to our note sheet. This. So we're going to add a little bit. So we are now getting comfortable with superclasses and subclasses. We're starting to understand this. So they have, by the way, on UMLs, if it's an arrow, the solid arrow. Now on BlueJ, they kind of make it like an open arrow, but they do make it a solid line. And so that's for inheritance. That's a is a. So a my phone is a my device, right? Now, one of the other arrows we see in BlueJ is a dashed arrow with an open arrow. Now, for UML diagrams, I think we just draw it as just a solid arrow, as a solid line, but the arrow tip is the thing that changes it, and that's for class composition. So that's a has a relationship. So the driver has these arrows going towards these other ones because the driver has all these in it. And so anyways, it's just good to understand that. Now, for P5D, there's something I want to add. So we're going to open up P5B, save as P5D, so we can use all the work we've done. Because we're going to take that and we're going to mostly change stuff in the driver, Okay, but there's something I want to, another idea I want us to go ahead and add to that P5D code. There's a way of making the superclass an abstract class. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that means in a second. In our diagrams in BlueJ, it's going to add this, and this is what we could add to our UML diagram. So we put abstract in these double brackets. And what abstract means, so I'm going to want you to go ahead and do this. What abstract does is it prohibits you from making specifically a my device object. Can't make a my device object on its own. So this is kind of like, let's say we don't really we want to make my phones, my computers, my robots that are my devices, but we never really want to make a my device object on its own. And I'm not saying this is always the case, but this is sort of a way of preventing it from being able to happen. If we think that we don't want to ever really make just a my device, then we can make it abstract. So then it's called an abstract class. So go ahead and add that to your P5D code on your my device. Go ahead and make it abstract. Now, the way you do it in the code is you say public abstract. Okay, so this is what you're going to add in the header of the class. Instead of just public class my device, we say public abstract class my device. This is what will show up in BlueJ. Okay, so that's, that idea on its own won't change anything in P5D. Now, P5D, if we take a quick look at the assignment, says that we're going to back to our online. You can use the completed program P5B as a starting template, but save it as P5D before you make any changes. Okay, and so most of what we're going to do is going to be in the driver class. So your second customer has just filled his shopping cart with items and is ready to check out. As a part of a promotion and expert knowledge of special relativity, you're offering the following shipping items: free SpeedOfLight shipping on items that are greater than or equal to $200 and are in stock. They got to be in stock. Okay, you can't ship anything that's not in stock. 1 day shipping for items that are less than $200 and are in stock. All items that are not in stock, no matter what their price is, will remain in the shopping cart independent of their price. Okay, so if you buy something more expensive, we'll ship it to you for free faster. In order process order, you will separate items into the 3 above categories. Below are the specs of how your software system will deal with the shopping options. Be sure to test all the possible test cases. Okay, so that means what I mean is I want in stock less than 200, in stock greater than 200, in stock equal to 200. That's a good case to test because some of you guys will fail to capture it. Okay, so I want 3 in stocks less than 200, equal to 200, greater than 200. I want 3 out of stock, not in stock, less than 200, equal to 200, greater than 200. I want at least 6 cases. Okay, so you should test that thoroughly. Create an array list called shopping cart, which you already have. Add at least 6 devices, 2 of each type of device using the multi-arc constructors. I only want multi-arc constructors. I don't want any of the zero-arc constructors for this one. Okay, I want them to all have prices and stuff like that. Make sure to include a variety of prices and in-stock statuses to thoroughly test your shipping option algorithm. Think of all the special cases, less than, greater than, equal to. Now, I'm not telling you how to do this, but probably a for loop or something like that. Have some ifs in there. You're going to move all the items from the shopping cart whose price is greater than or equal to 200 and are in stock to a new array list called SpeedOfLight shipping. So you're going to create a new array list before the for loop. Call it SpeedOfLight shipping. Okay? And anything that deserves SpeedOfLight shipping will get put into there. They'll get taken out of the shopping cart. So they'll no longer be in the shopping cart. All items from shopping cart that are less than 200 in stock to a new array list called standard shipping. So you should create that ahead of time. Note that the algorithm should work independent of the number of items in the shopping cart. You do not hard code the moving of the items. Okay, there should be a for loop and a way of checking if it's one thing or another. Okay. Now, everything that's out of stock will stay in the shopping cart. So once you move it from the shopping cart to SpeedOfLight or standard shipping, you should also get rid of it in shopping cart. And it's array list, so you don't need to put null in, just remove it. After that, you're going to traverse the SpeedOfLight shipping and call the method toString. So this is already like stuff that we were doing in P5A and P5B, so you can use that for each item in the list to verify that the correct items were moved. And then you're going to do standard shipping, and you'll be able to verify based off its price and status if it's right. And then you're going to do shopping cart to verify that all the out-of-stock items are still in there. Now, one thing that you're going to need to do is for each item, you got to check its price and its in-stock status. And you need some getters for that. And so we're going to need to add a couple new methods to the superclass. So we're going to add the getter, the public method, double get price. And we do it to the superclass because they all have that in common. That's private instance variables there. And then we also need another method, another getter accessor method for get is in stock. So you want to add these to your superclass, your my device class. Okay, they're just standard getters, and then you're going to be using them in the driver. Mostly, I mean, you added that little thing, and you added these 2 little simple methods in the superclass. Otherwise, everything else is the same. All the work is going to be in the device driver, and it's a little more algorithmic. It's not necessarily requiring you to understand this stuff as much. So that's it. That's a little help for you to get started on P5D. I'm not planning to make an office hours video for this. This is something you can figure out with your group, and that's it.